Tomahawk reverse cryo-searing. Holy God.
That's ridiculous.
They're huge, they're expensive, they're the showiest of show steaks, tomahawks. I've got Master Butcher Kevin Smith with me today. He's gonna show us how to butcher a tomahawk cut from a primal of a cow. I'm gonna show you how to cook one with an oven, a deep fryer, and liquid nitrogen. It's called reverse cryo-searing. And then in the end, Kevin's gonna show us how to slice it up and eat it. Special shout out, all of our tomahawks today are from Snake River Farms, except for the one that Kevin's gonna butcher from his own shop. Kevin!
Yeah! So we've got this really small, light piece of beef that's really light for me. We are going to chine this, take these feather bones out up here, cut some top off here, and we'll get you a big fat tomahawk.
So normally you'd cut this guy off or something like about here, right?
Yeah, right where this muscle up here, the serratus muscle ends.
And then you have basically like a rib roast,
yeah,
prime rib thing.
Rib roast with all the cap left on, which you can use for dry aging. So let's do it.
So why even cut off the shine bone though? Couldn't we, just to make it easier to access the ribs, or couldn't you cut it in here and just leave it?
You'd have a big chunk of bone on there. And then to cut the ribs through them is a little bit more challenging. We'll just go.
I feel like I should be helping.
This is what we do all the time. Just the end of the blade, the saw blade going through the bone. You'll hear it change like that, and we're through. So from here, I just want to get my knife in.
You're wetting it?
Peeling it back.
Peeling it.
Yeah. Keep all the meat on the meat and not on the bones. I'm done with the chining. This is exactly what I want. I haven't cut into the meat at all. So I've got my bones here that run all the way down. And now for the tomahawk, we're gonna have to cut through here and in between. And what I wanna look for is, the reason I've chined it is because now I can cut through where the spine bone used to be. And I'll just get in.
Get in there.
Get in, marking up where I'm going. So now that I have this, and I'm only cutting one tomahawk off of this, I do have to take a saw and cut here. So I am going to save the rest of my short ribs. So I know where I want to go.
Nobody ever does this at a butcher shop. They like cut one tomahawk off, right? Because you're just like, what am I gonna do with this, and maybe this and this. And now you got like this Tetris butcher.
Yeah, unless it's a special order, we typically don't do it. And if we're gonna do it, we'll do the whole lot. So so this is what you.
Jesus!
Look at this. So this is more than a tomahawk here. You've got tomahawk with all of this lovely lifter meat up here, which is tough. So the reason we take this off of a tomahawk is because it cooks at much different time. This is going to take 3 or 4 hours to cook. The short rib is also going to take a lot longer to cook, where these beautiful muscles here are not going to take as long. So from here,
this thing's a monster.
It's pretty simple to just peel.
It's like if Transformers were meat
here. And now, where do I want to go? For me, taking it down here is exactly where I want to be. This is a beautiful little muscle here. And then this is where it kind of breaks my heart to take all this lovely short rib meat off, but that's what we're doing. So, we're coming down here. So there we go. There's our trimmed up tomahawk. Towels are great to get these last little pieces off. And
pretty.
That's it.
That's our tomahawk. Now we got to cook it. The first step is a precision cook. This is a 2-inch steak. These ovens are really efficient. So steak goes in at 175 with convection. It's probably 2 hours, and it's like perfectly mellow. That'll bring it to like 125, 130. And then from there to the cryo and the frying.
Amazing. I mean, I've cooked thousands of steaks at this point, and I've never done it like this. So I'm super interested to see it.
Let's TV time this thing. These ovens are so good, so fast. They cook them just like that. Boing, watch this. And just like that, it's cooked and we're ready to fry it.
Yeah.
So here you can see this guy's edge to edge perfection, but we've got this, if you touch the fat, it's like paper on the outside and you can feel it's like juicy on the inside.
Yeah.
It's ready to like pop, like explode. We're gonna throw it in a deep fryer.
Yeah.
But so we don't overcook it, a couple little dips in liquid nitrogen, and we're just gonna build up a crust as much as we want, crustier and crustier and crustier and crustier without ever overcooking it at all. Let's do it.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh, it's not gonna work. We're not gonna be able to use it at all. We can't safely move gas at all in and out of there. We don't even have a hookup now, melt it off. That's it, show's over. Going home. Nick! Right here! Big change of plans. We moved everything. We're back inside, here we go. So,
Yeah.
it's cooked. It's time for some liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, let's.
Okay, here's
show
how
me.
this works. Who's ACAM? Is this ACAM? It's got an A on it. I'm noticing that now. Oh, liquid nitrogen. Okay, this is liquid nitrogen. It's negative 328 degrees. This fryer oil is positive 430 degrees. I should just say 428 degrees because it sounds better. 700 degree difference. So what we're doing here is fry to get a crust, but all that heat will overcook the steak. So we quick dip here, maybe 5 seconds, and then we just go back and forth. And we just, how much crust do you want? More crust, more crust, more crust, whatever you want, you know?
All right.
Shall we?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this? You think you can handle this? Here we go. One, two, three, four. I should say the burner's off. There's no propane burning. Even when I'm doing this, it never gets more bubbly than this because this whole exterior is dried, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This whole thing is cold. But it's
freezing.
just like, it's like a cryotherapy you do, you know? It is.
It's just like
Then
that.
a little bit of this. It's not a very violent, explosive thing like a wet turkey, you know, because it dried out in the oven too. So all in all, it's perfectly safe. There's gonna be so many disclaimers on this one. So this is where you get to just go back and forth and you're like, how crusty do I want it?
How crusty do you want it?
Mega crusty.
Mega crusty?
Ultimate
All right.
crusty.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's all
Just
glazy and
straight up
sticky.
froze it again.
Yeah, just on the outside.
This is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
So this is our third dip in oil.
How many do you normally do?
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
As much as you want. Why don't we just do like one more or something? I don't know, 1 or 2 more. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Kapow.
Yeah. Crispy,
Yeah.
crispy.
You know, we could probably even like score and slice some of this fat and start to get that rendered.
Yeah.
It's just a searing technique.
Easy.
It is easy.
It is easy.
Oh. We have our reverse cryo-seared tomahawk. Let's slice it up and eat it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this one up the way I would eat it at home. So I'm just gonna take this whole thing off the bone, coming down.
It looks okay.
Look at that. Look at that. Woof. And you know, I'm just gonna go slightly against here, keeping all these lovely fatty pieces up here. I'm not getting too crazy. It's got a really good crust on it. I can hear it. Gonna get into that guy. I'm gonna fan this out quickly.
Huh? Not too bad, huh?
Look at that. It looks
good,
amazing.
huh?
Yeah, it really does.
With the nice bone
Yeah.
and the meat. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I want to eat this.
Pinch of salt. Good.
Sure. It's not gonna hurt. I cannot wait to eat it. I see some
Boom.
cap that I want.
Yeah.
I see like that lip, that like, I like the little tail end.
Yeah.
That, I love that.
This
Yes,
up
yes,
here,
yes,
the
yes, yes,
chewy,
yes.
chewy
I
fatty
love that.
part up here. I mean, the bone. Look at the bone. Yeah.
This is a finger meat, right?
Yep.
When you cut that off, can you
Yep.
slice that a little bit?
Yeah, this
Like
is
do that
the-
like little stick?
Yeah, this is the intercostal meat.
Yes. Yes. I
Goes-
love that.
Goes all the way down. Yeah, super fatty. It looks like bacon almost.
It does look like a
Yeah.
piece of bacon. Ugh. Let's eat this. Here, I'll try this one. These are the intercostal, you say, like between the ribs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't turn my nose up at the Montreal seasoning either. It's pretty freaking good. That's tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Oh my God. That's a good piece of meat.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you think, Kevin?
I was very skeptical in the beginning about the whole process. And I think the end result is fantastic. I mean, it looks crispy. It's really perfectly cooked in the middle. And I mean, you changed my mind on it. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, look at the color on it. It's amazing. It's a really cool technique. I love it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Steak River Farms, for the Black Label Tomahawks. They're freaking delicious, and we'll have a link for them on ChefSteps. Don't forget to go to ChefSteps, check out Meat Cuts, where you can learn even more about reverse cryo-searing. See you at ChefSteps. You're just rolling on me looking like an idiot. I can't figure this thing out!
Subscribe to our channel and visit chefsteps.com for more tips, recipes, guides, and tools to help you level up in the kitchen.